Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now, today's video reading is how are you intimidating your enemies or how are you intimidating your haters? Now, you're going to have three options to choose from. You could choose a number between 1 through 3 or you can choose from one of the options I am about to place on the screen. All right, let's get into it. So, option number 1. How are you intimidating your enemies or your haters? Let's see. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, with channel messages. Spirit Guides and Ancestors, option number 1. How are they intimidating their haters or their enemies? We have the Justice card in the reverse. They thought you would fail. Justice card reversed. They thought you would fail. For some of you all, these feel like ex-friends of yours, but they thought you would fail. They've counted you out. You're a bit of the underdog. Yes, these are ex-friends of yours with the Three of Cups in the upright. Justice card in reverse. They're surprised that you're not imbalanced, but that's what they thought. They thought you'd be imbalanced. Universe, Spirit Guides. They're seeing you out. They're seeing you enjoy your life. For some of you all, you've been traveling a lot. You've been in exotic locations. They want to know what's going on. How are you, footing the bill? How are you doing this? Page of Wands in the reverse. They don't have access to you anymore like that. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands is the energy, that talks about the future, imaginative, things like that. They don't know what's going on with you. Like, yeah, you may exist on social media, but they're not seeing what you're doing on social media. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Good karma, good fortune. Things are looking really well for you. Things are looking really well for you. And they're assuming that you have a lot more money, that things are going monetarily well for you. That's what I'm getting with that one. But Page of Swords reverse, they can't see you. They don't know what's going on in your life. Let's get some more information. How now the energy that I'm getting, definitely this is narcissistic energy. This is people that maybe utilized your energy, as a way to pump themselves up. That's what I'm getting with that one. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. They're seeing your actions. Once again, they thought that you'd be slowed down. For some of you all, there's somebody whose energy is here that you're not talking to. They're surprised you didn't reach out to them. They're surprised that you didn't reach out to them. They thought you were going to grovel. They thought you were going to beg. This feels like an old acquaintance or an old friend. They thought you were going to grovel. They thought you were going to beg. They thought you were going to be back into their life by now, and you weren't. Instead, you're thriving. And it makes them feel away because now here's the thing. There was never a competition, but in this person's mind, there was some type of competition. That's what I'm getting with that one. In this person's mind, they feel like, oh my goodness, I lost the game. Or, they were in competition with you secretly, but they're seeing you glow and they're seeing you thrive outside of them. And it makes them, it triggers more of their insecurities, option number 1. So that's what I got for you all. Let me know how you felt about this in the comment section below. Give this reading a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book a private reading, coaching, 7-day read, walk and read, or priority reading. Check the pin comment below as well as the description box below. I just uploaded on my other channel, WanderingSparrow. So go ahead and follow over there and then check out the sales on my website. Right now, I got some mega sales going on. Let's get into our next option. Option number 2. Option number 2. How are you? Option number 2. How are you intimidating your enemies or your haters? Let's see. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. How's option number 2 intimidating their enemies or their haters? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You stopped showing up for people. You stopped showing love for people. You had a lot of people that were codependent on you. Option number 2. This is setting boundaries. You had a lot of people that were codependent on you. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Your energy may have been a bit pessimistic with them. But here's the thing. Your energy was like that because these were people that were draining you. But your energy may have been a bit pessimistic. And essentially, you're not in that mental space anymore. That's not how you are anymore. 8 of Coins in the reverse. You've pulled back your energy from people. So you had a lot of energy vampires around you. Like people were using you. People were sucking the life out of you. That's what I'm getting with that one. And essentially you set some boundaries. Now it had some people a bit upset because once again, they were getting great benefits out of you. They were not expecting you to kind of like, boss up and be like, no, no, leave me alone, get away from me. However, though, you set boundaries and it's making people upset. Now, these are people that they're not on your frequency. They're not growing at the rate that you're growing. They're not trying at the rate that you're trying. How are you intimidating them? They're watching you, get other opportunities. For some of you all, you just recently got a new job. For others of you all, this is just an increase in life. It doesn't even have to be you're making more money or doing this. Your life is just elevating. And they're seeing that you're leaving them behind. Look, death card in the upright. You're leaving something behind to go into something better. That's transformation. They're watching you transform right before their eyes. Option number 2. How are you intimidating? For some of you all, you've gotten into a relationship and people are intimidated because they're single and they're looking like, okay, what's going on with that? Ace of Cups reverse, you're pouring more love into self. You become more confident with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. More confident, more positive, more enthusiastic. They're watching you from the sidelines. They're watching you glow up. That's what I'm getting with that one. For some of y'all, there's a relative that's coming into mind. This person feels like an older energy, like an aunt. She's feeling away in particular. That's what I'm getting with that one. Very much so feeling away in particular. For some of you all, this is your sister. Feel a heavy feminine energy. Sister or maybe a cousin that feels like a sister. There's a heavy feminine energy that's watching you, but this is somebody who's been up and maybe pushed you down, as you were coming up. They've been up and they've pushed you down. Option number 2. But they're watching you detach and glow. And it makes them feel away because they already knew that they were never on your level. And this is why they related to you in that way. But you didn't see that. That's what I'm getting with that one. So option number 2, let me know how you felt about your reading in the comment section below. Give this reading a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book a private reading, coaching, same day read, walk and read, or pray, or to reading. Check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. I just uploaded some new stuff on my second channel, WanderingSparrow Dose. So go over there and get your love reading over there. And yeah, let's move on to option number 3. Option number 3, how are you intimidating your haters, your enemies, universe, spirit guides, and ancestors? How is option number 3 intimidating? You have the High Priestess in the upright. You're very spiritual. You're very spiritual. They watch what they say around you because you're very spiritual, psychic, clairvoyant. You can see and hear and sense energy, very intuitive. We have the Page of Cups. Now, here's the thing. Unlike option number 1 and option number 2, these are people that are still in your life. I just heard smiling in your face all the while, trying to take your place. Them backs that you got people trying to destiny swap with you. They're pretending to be friends, pretending to be in your corner, but look, they're trying to figure out how to take your place. They're trying to destiny swaps. 7 of Cups in the upright. They're trying to figure out how do they get into your spot. So they're very much so hating. They're trying to take from you what it is that you've built, what it is that you are, what it is that you represent. How do you know this? You have somebody recently, they've copied something that you've done, like maybe something that you've worn or your hair or something. And now naturally, that's not like, like, ooh, I have a fur coat, you have a coat, that's not a terrible, but the way that this person is doing, it's like they're taking on your identity. This person plans to oust you from the group, whether it's a friend group, work group, what have you, but they plan to oust you. Option number 3. So beware of that. I just heard somebody ask, when is it going to happen? In about 6 weeks. You've already saw this energy come. Look. 6 of Swords in the upright. I said 6 weeks. 6. You've already felt this energy coming. This person has already been kind of weird. Look, 2 of Wands in the upright. Now, somebody just asked, how can I get above this? You can get above this by detaching yourself on your own terms. You don't want to be friends with this person. You don't want to be friends with this person. Somebody's spirit is really talking to me. They're going to lie to you. They're going to not lie to you. They're lying to others about you. They're lying, and there's going to be people that go with that. They're lying to others about you. But you can get ahead of it by detaching yourself. You've already seen it. So you're not just detaching yourself from you know, faithful for you've already seen it. They've already shown you their cards. Option number 3. Tell me more about this person. Universe forget. King of Cups, yeah. Smiling in your face. They're showing fake love. They're trying to steal your secret sauce. But here's the goofy part. They're gonna remove you. For some of you all, you're gonna remove yourself, but they're gonna get you out the way only to lose the spark because where they gonna get the material from? They can't. Where they gonna get the material from? They're copying your essence, but they ain't got none of that that's inside of you. And then give it another month, give it by spring, they're not gonna have, it's like they're trying to be you, but it's like, how you gonna be me and I'm not around you for you to, for you to copy? So who you gonna copy? How you gonna pretend this? So this person, yeah. Now here's the thing, even though there's a severance, this person's coming back in the summer of 2026. Coming back in the summer. If you're watching this outside of 2026, it's time to read. Give it after you all break apart. This person is coming back between 6 and 8 months because they're not coming back as a friend though. They're coming back as a spy or as try to get more fill up. So beware of that and do with that what you will. But that's what I have for you. Option number 3. So you all let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below. Give this reading a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book that private reading, coaching, same day read, walk and read, or pray or reading. Check that pin comment below as well as the description box below. Go to my other channel, WanderingSparrow. I just uploaded some new readings over there. And I'll be seeing you all on the next one. Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Bye.